If you haven't realized already, funding your business is getting harder and harder by the day because these banks are always changing their criteria. Well, in this video, I have an updated version of my US Bank training that I did a while back. In this one, we're going to go ahead and break down US Bank yet again, let you know what has changed since then over the last 8 months, and then also give you some new strategies and implementations that you can use to fund your business using US Bank. So let's head over to my computer and break everything down. All right, we are at my computer and we are on US Bank's website. So a couple things have definitely changed with them over the last couple months. So we're going to be diving right into that, and we're going to start with what you kind of need to do to start getting access to some of their financial products. Now, although US Bank is one of the top 5 banks in the country, they're still kind of a regional bank. They're not everywhere in the country. So for certain different financial products, you're going to need to have a business bank account. You don't need to have one for the credit cards, however, but lines of credit, term loans, things like that, you're definitely going to want to need to have a business bank account. So my recommendation is always getting, something with the most minimal fees, and that's going to be the Silver Business Checking. As you see here, you'll have $0 monthly maintenance fee, 125 free transactions per statement cycle, and then you get 50 cents per transaction fee after that. Now, getting into the credit cards. Now, this is something that you don't need to have a business bank account to, get any of these. You can just apply, but you definitely want to stay tuned towards the end of the video because I'm going to be breaking down the underwriting criteria and letting you know what your credit report needs to look like to be able to go ahead and get an effective credit limit from US Bank, because they are known to give you very low limits to start. So you want to be able to try to negate that as much as you possibly can. So my recommendation for US Bank is always to start with the card that has the longest 0% interest APR period, and that's going to be the US Bank Business Platinum Card. After making of this video, you're going to get 0% interest for 18 billing cycles. This is definitely one of the longest periods that is out right now. There's no annual fee on this card as well. You won't be getting access to any rewards, but again, this isn't a reward card. This is just, especially for startups, anybody that needs working capital, whatever your situation is, 18 months of 0% interest free funding is a good way to go. The second card I will go to would be the US Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa Business Card. This is a good card as well. After making of this video, you can earn $750 in cash back after you spend $6,000 in the first 180 days of the account being open. And as you see, the key benefits: earn 3% cash back on eligible purchases at gas and EV charging stations, office supply stores, cell phone service providers, and restaurants. And then you'll get a $100 statement credit for monthly software service purchases like FreshBooks and QuickBooks, and then there's no annual fee on this card as well. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and smash that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications so you will be notified every time I drop a new video. And next, we're going to go ahead and head over to the next funding product that you can be able to get access to from US Bank. All right, the next product that I want to talk about is US Bank's business line of credit. Now, this is my favorite type of funding, and they got a couple different options for this. Typically, you want to go for the cash flow manager, which is up to $250,000 that you can get access to on a line of credit with this option. And so once we go ahead and take a look, as we see here, there's a couple key things you want to make sure. You see it says right here, best for businesses in operation for 2 years or more, which is the case. Now, there is a hack with US Bank. I'm going to give this to you. If you are a startup and say you've been in business about 6 months to 10 months, you're in that range right there, you can actually get a line of credit with US Bank, no docs. All right. So it's going to go SBA, but since they're not legally required to ask you for tax returns because you haven't filed yet, you can actually get a line of credit, no docs, again, with US Bank if your LLC is between that 6 month to 10 month marker. There's a little loophole that you'll be able to get no docs. Now, again, you can't ask for too much on this, right? Don't ask for 75,000, 100,000. It's not going to happen, but you got to keep those amounts very low in terms of what you're asking for so that you don't run the risk of asking for tax returns. Now, we do help a lot of people that already have 680, 700 plus credit scores manage all of this and kind of get access to some of these contacts at these banks. If you know you need help, you don't want to do it on your own, definitely click the link in the pinned comment or the description, and we can definitely talk and see if we can help you out and actually work with you one-on-one to build this stuff out. But continue continuing on, as we see here, there's no annual fee on a line of credit for $50,000 and greater. Now, if it is $50,000 and under, you're going to have a $150 annual fee for the line of credit. Now, lines of credit are typically not 0% interest. Obviously, you're going to have a prime rate plus whatever the bank is going to charge you for the interest. So typically right now, the industry is between like 8 to 13% for a line of credit with interest and all that. So that's kind of what you want to be prepared for, is like that 8 to 13% range. Now, U.S. Bank also has business loans as well. They do commercial real estate loans, business term loans, whatever you need. Now, for the term loans, you're definitely going to need to have a tax return, at least 1 year, sometimes even 2, to be honest. In most situations, it is going to be 2. But if you do have a business that's over 2 years, then you could maybe slide by with just 1 tax return from the previous year. But again, you definitely need a tax return for any business loan that you want to get from U.S. Bank. Also, you want to make sure, because they do like to go secured loans sometimes. So you want to make sure that you're not getting a secured loan, you're getting an unsecured loan. That means there's not any collateral or anything tied to it. So that's definitely the best way to go, because if you get a secured loan, it's going to be a UCC filing attached to it. And you don't want that. They're not really bad, but it's just some banks don't like to see UCC filings on your business credit report. So that's something that you want to make sure you avoid if you're trying to go for a business term loan with U.S. Bank. So this is the data points for U.S. Bank. These are the states that they are in right now. So you can take a look at that. And then the next thing you want to know, that they do a hard pull from TransUnion, FICO 9 for certain types of funding. So it's only going to be for the business credit cards that they do a pull from TransUnion. You're going to need at least a 700 FICO score to be able to go ahead and get started with this. The next thing, average age of accounts. This is really important with U.S. Bank. If you got anything under 5 years, you're probably going to get a 3K limit and need a representative or, some type of, relationship manager to be able to call underwriting and maybe get it pushed up. And then the next thing, you want to make sure you have no collections, no late pays in the last 2 years, no charge-offs, no bankruptcies, anything like that. Also, you want to make sure your utilization is under 10%. That's very important also. And then lastly, no more than 2 inquiries or new accounts in the last 3 months. So if you make sure your credit report is looking just like this, you'll be good to go. If you're just trying to get business credit cards, follow these steps, you'll be able to get some good limits with U.S. Bank. Now, if you have a 680, 700 credit score and you've been doing this on your own, or you don't want to do it on your own, you don't want to mess up good credit, and you want to just get some one-on-one guidance and get access to our contacts and our strategy building to get this done for you, go ahead and click the pinned comment below or in the description. You can go ahead and book a call with us. We'll sit down with you, analyze your business, see if it makes sense for us to work together to build you a custom funding strategy and get you one-on-one access to a lot of our contacts and strategy building processes. We do guarantee results as well in under 30 days. So if you know that's what you're looking for, go ahead and click that link and we'll see you there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you liked everything you've seen today. Hit that bell for notifications so you will be notified every time I drop a new video. And if you want to learn how I got over 500K in business funding, go ahead and click the video that's on the screen right now. It's a recent video I just did where I pulled back the curtain on my 3-step omni growth strategy and show you exactly how I was able to use that to be able to fund my business. So go ahead and click that video and I'll see you in that one.